Hey friends, welcome to Farah Insights, where curiosity meets knowledge, and ideas inspire action, and together we'll explore ideas that help us learn, grow, and see the world differently. Let's explore together. Let me ask you something. Why would someone spend significantly more money on an Apple product when there are smartphones, laptops, and headphones available for much less? Is Apple simply selling better technology? Or is something else happening? Think about it. Apple doesn't usually try to win the market by being the cheapest. It doesn't tell customers, "We're cheaper than everyone else." Instead, Apple communicates, "We're different." And millions of customers are willing to pay for that difference. So here's today's question. How can a company charge more and still convince customers that they're getting greater value? The answer takes us into the fascinating world of premium pricing, behavioral economics, brand equity, and consumer psychology. Today, we're going to discover why Apple can charge a premium and why customers continue to pay it. Part 1: The logic of premium pricing. Let's start with a simple question. What determines the price of a product? Traditional economics would suggest supply, demand, costs, competition. But in reality, there's another powerful factor: perceived value. A product doesn't have to be objectively more expensive to produce in order for customers to perceive it as more valuable. And that's where premium brands become extremely powerful. Apple doesn't simply sell hardware. It combines design, software, technology, customer experience, brand reputation, ecosystem integration, and emotional appeal. Together, these elements create perceived value. And when customers perceive greater value, they become more willing to pay a higher price. Management insight. This connects to value-based pricing. Instead of setting prices primarily according to production costs, companies can price products based on the value customers believe they receive. The important question becomes, how much is this product worth to the customer? Not simply, how much did it cost us to produce? Part 2: Apple's brand equity. Now let's talk about something even more powerful: brand equity. Imagine two products with similar technical specifications. One has an unfamiliar brand. The other carries a brand that millions of people recognize and trust. Which one would you choose? Brand recognition reduces uncertainty. Customers know what to expect. Apple has spent decades building that trust. The logo itself has become an economic asset. This means Apple doesn't have to convince every customer from zero. The brand already communicates quality, design, innovation, status, reliability, and simplicity. That accumulated reputation is incredibly valuable. Part 3: The psychology of price. Here's something fascinating about human psychology. We don't always interpret price rationally. Sometimes, price itself becomes a signal of value. If you see a product selling for $50, you may assume it's ordinary. If another product sells for $1,000, you may automatically associate it with higher quality or prestige. Of course, price doesn't guarantee quality. But psychologically, we often use price as a shortcut. This is related to behavioral economics. Consumers don't always make perfectly rational decisions. Our perceptions, emotions, social influences, and mental shortcuts all affect purchasing behavior. Apple understands this environment extremely well. Part 4: The power of design. Apple's premium strategy isn't based on price alone. Design plays a major role. The company has consistently emphasized simplicity, minimalism, ease of use, visual consistency, packaging, and attention to detail. Think about an Apple product. The experience begins before you even turn it on. The box, The presentation. The materials. The interface. The sounds. The animations. Everything contributes to perception. This is experience design. And experience is part of the product. Part 5, the ecosystem effect. But there's another reason customers stay. The ecosystem. Imagine you own an iPhone, a MacBook, AirPods, an Apple Watch, and you use iCloud. Suddenly, these products aren't separate anymore. They work together. Your devices communicate. Your files synchronize. Your passwords transfer. Your headphones connect easily. Your messages appear across devices. The more products you use, the more valuable the ecosystem becomes. And switching to another platform can become inconvenient. This creates what we can describe as switching costs. The customer isn't simply choosing another phone. They're potentially leaving an entire ecosystem. That's a powerful competitive advantage. Part 6, status, identity, and social influence. There's one more psychological factor we need to understand. Identity. Consumers don't just purchase products. Sometimes, they purchase what those products say about them. A product can communicate. I'm creative. I'm successful. I'm innovative. I'm design conscious. I'm part of a particular community. This is why brands can become deeply connected to personal identity. And when a product becomes part of someone's identity, price becomes less important. The customer isn't simply buying a device. They're buying meaning. Part 7, 5 business lessons from Apple. Lesson 1, don't compete only on price. Competing on price can become a race to the bottom. Create unique value instead. Lesson 2, perceived value matters. Customers buy based not only on what something costs, but on what they believe it's worth. Lesson 3, build brand equity over time. A strong reputation can become one of your company's most valuable assets. Lesson 4, products can become ecosystems. When products work together, customer convenience and loyalty can increase. Lesson 5, understand the psychology of your customers. People aren't purely rational decision makers. Emotion, identity, perception, and social influence matter. Research spotlight. Connect Apple's strategy to these important concepts. 1. Value-based pricing. Pricing according to customers' perceived value rather than simply production cost. 2. Brand equity. The additional value a recognizable, trusted brand can create for a product. 3. Switching costs. The economic, practical, or psychological costs customers face when moving to a competing product or ecosystem. 4. Behavioral economics. Understanding how psychological factors influence economic and purchasing decisions. 5. Differentiation strategy. Creating unique value that allows a company to compete without relying primarily on low prices. Apple's success teaches us something extremely important. The cheapest product doesn't always win. And the most technically powerful product doesn't always win either. Sometimes, the company that wins is the company that creates the strongest perception of value. Apple doesn't simply ask, how can we sell this product? It asks, how can we make customers believe this product is worth choosing? And that difference can be worth billions. If today's video gave you a new perspective or sparked your curiosity, don't let the learning stop here. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Farah Insights, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an insight. Stay curious, keep learning, and remember, one insight can change everything. See you in the next video.